What's up? How's it going? Today's video is going to be about wheel fitment. So, you might be a stance boy, maybe not, but chances are you've at least thought about lowering your car, and there's a couple of things you got to watch out for. It's mainly making sure that you don't fucking rub and fuck up your fenders, potentially fucking up your tires. Now, we'll see when I pull it apart. I know it's rubbing on the inside, like in the back half. I've already taken a look, but that's not my concern. I'll let that rub. I don't give a fuck. What I do give a fuck about is when I go over bumps just right while I'm turning, it catches on this fucking lip on this fender. And if you let it do that, eventually you hit it just right. You get a nice little crinkle going through your fender. So you don't want to do that. So, we're going to fix that today. General update, spray paint still looks like shit, but you know, better than it did. Yeah, let's get started on that. Alright, so while I was making the last video, I saw where it was rubbing. It was rubbing right here, and right there. But I kind of spray painted it and just, you know, fuck it. That way I could actually see where it's rubbing. So, those might have been from, with my old tire setup, maybe when I was driving out here to Texas, completely loaded down, who knows. This was white, and all this black is rubber for my tire. So that is frame rail, and you know what, this tire hasn't really taken that much damage at all. The lettering is still on the side. It's fine, I can live with that. Most of the time I'm going straight. But let's find a good spot. But it is kind of rubbing right here-ish, right on this. Anyway, that part of the tire is rubbing on this inner fender, on this fender, and that's something I want to take care of. So, how do you do that? Well, you get a hammer or something. I don't really want to do the baseball method because I don't need to stretch my fenders out. I just need a clearance a little bit. Now, if I fold this lip back and I still need more clearance, I'll roll the fuck out of them. I don't care. But as it sits right now, we're just going to try for a little bit more clearance. So, let's get started. Alright, so I kind of discovered my preferred method. Just kind of walk around, keep your hand on the outside, and hit it with a fucking hammer. Now, I do this at your own risk. I personally, if I happen to mess up my fender, it's cheap to replace. Your car might not be as cheap. I know it's an Accord, but when I replaced the fender on the Civic, it was only $27, so this can't be that bad. And Alright, let's take a look at just how much is rolled. It's really pushed in. It's taking up about like half the space and clearance wise. If I had to take a guess, I'm gonna try and work it in more, but you get the idea. Alright, it's all going pretty smoothly, but I did fuck up my fender. That is a dent. What caused it was, it's over there. I hit one of these tabs where the fender liner is supposed to go, and it just kind of smashed up into the fender. But other than that, it's getting pretty level. The paint's kind of coming off. Watch out for that. If you don't have nice trim shit, otherwise you're good. But that little bit there just kind of pissed me off, so we're gonna cut it. Ta-da, problem is gone. Okay, so we're on the passenger side now. Same kind of problem going on, but I've been hearing it real bad on this side. Turns out I have less room in this fender well because of the fuse block is on the other side of this. So I can't really do anything about this unless I want to relocate my fuse block and go full out, but I'm not going to. So we're just gonna tap in this lip a little bit and try and get flush like the other side. I still have the fender lining on this side, so I'm gonna leave it in there and see what happens. But the driver's side didn't have it, so I'm just, yeah, not a problem, but normal fucking rubbing going on. I don't care about any of that. It's all about the fender. Alright, so we're on a little test drive right now, making sure that the fender's clear. Might as well take this opportunity to talk a little bit. So far they're doing pretty good. It still rubs in the areas that I'm not gonna fucking clear. But other than that, not bad. But future plans for this car. Future plans are not this kind of Haggerty bullshit at all. Okay, let's go down this street. Actually, well, no, I need to clean the car first. Real long term, after I get another daily, I want it to be a show car. But that's gonna be a minute. So right now, I own this car, this 94 Accord station wagon. I got, here in Texas, I bought a 98 Sportster chopper. So, but I don't want a daily. It's fucking hard. It's a chopper. You don't, like, it's fun. It's nice. It's a nice bike. I love riding it. But I don't want to commit to dailying it. You know, that being my only daily. And yeah. And then I also have the Miata, but I gotta go get it. We'll see what happens with that. I might trailer it out and then do the work that I need to do, or I might have a buddy do it, and then fly out to California and just drive it back in a weekend. We'll see. It's bumpy ass road. as it being my daily, the only work that I have planned right now is I want to rebuild all the suspension, new ball joints, new bushings, new tie rods, maybe even new control arms and everything. We'll see. But as for right now, well, that and then fuel pump needs to be done. I might throw a different engine in it, but it's honestly not that bad of an engine. But long term, I'd like to make a full show car. So there's a company out here in Waco, Texas, Crow Concepts, that does this badass headliner. That's kind of what got me thinking about what do I want to do with this car. It's kind of like diamond stitching with like weird ass star lighting. You can change on your phone. It's cool. It comes out really clean. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but whatever. And then I kind of want to do the hardwood flooring in it. I think that could look cool if I pulled it together right. I don't know. This is the first car that I've had that I wanted to do more of a show-oriented look, because in the past I've always been about I need my cars to just be reliable, and I need to maybe even go fast. You know, did the VTEC swap on the Honda. But this car is fucking, it's not fast. So I think I'm gonna go show car route. But the car's gonna be completely different. I might even do an all-wheel drive drivetrain swap if I'm committed enough. So that means what I'd do is, I think it's the CR-V, the Honda CR-V, like SUV crossover thing. It's all-wheel drive, V18, no, not V18, it's V20, but it's all-wheel drive, and it's just a really good source. You can go buy one out of a junkyard and do the whole swap, and, you know, of course I'm gonna have to do some custom fab shit, but it would be all-wheel drive. The main thing that concerns me about doing that is if I keep it low, if I'm all about that stance life and I want to be all-wheel drive, the whole inside's going to be different. Because I gotta channel it for the fucking driveline. So I don't know, we'll see. But you know, that's a while away. But that'll come after I get the Miata out here and get the ball rolling on that. After I do the chopper, because I bought the bike already built, and that's not really my style. I want to make it my own, you know? That was a good bump. You know, nobody likes buying somebody else's fucking baby, so I gotta make it my own. But after all that's done, I need to buy another daily. Whether it might be a pickup truck. I might get another second-gen Ram. And then just daily that. We'll see how things go. But after I get everything all sorted out, get into this new house, have a real garage and space to do all this work, that's when the real work on this car will begin. But as for right now, it's just a daily. It's a cheap, kind of fun daily. It gets a lot of looks, especially out here in Texas. I wasn't aware, but I guess California, especially like Central California, like Kern County, California, has a really big Honda scene, and it's fucking crazy. Because I got kind of culture shocked moving out here. A lot of the older cars I'm into, you know, whether it be old trucks or you know, old Novas, and I've seen some Chevelles for reasonable prices, or there's a 57 Bel Air wagon going for $2,500 right now. You know, there's a lot of stuff that just wasn't available to me in California, but at the same time, nobody is into older JDM stuff, except for there's a select few. Every now and again, someone that's really into them will come up to me and be like, "Man, I love your car. It's like a throwback," which I think is funny because I bought it essentially like this. I already had the coilovers. I just fucking dropped them. But yeah. So, but at the same note, nobody's into the older Japanese stuff, so that means Japanese is pretty cheap out here. And a lot of times you can find, I've seen CRXs completely unmolested, like straight up like owned by grandma, for sale out here. You know, 80,000 original miles, that kind of shit, going for like $1,200. And it's just wild, because that's like a $5,000 car where I'm from. In a good time in the market. In a bad time in the market, that's like a $3,000 car. It's crazy. So, you know, maybe I'll pick up another clean Japanese car. I want to get a 240, but those are just, everyone loves them all over the country. You can't get around it. People fucking drive across the country to buy the right one. It's a really good road to test this shit. And I don't know. We'll see. RX-7s, nobody likes rotaries out here. It's kind of funny. So I might be able to get an RX-7 for a reasonable price out here. The whole tuner scene just isn't the same out here. It's wild. Everyone's into their muscle, or the people that have Japanese cars, all they do is rims and tires and a fucking exhaust and maybe coilovers. That's all you see. But that's all we got time for. So, I'd call today a success. My fenders do not fucking catch anymore. So, yeah. We'll see. A lot of changes about to come. A lot of changes. But